Citizens of the Reject Nation, this is a monumental day, one of the greatest comic book films ever, according to everyone. Joker, Folie Á Deux. So excited. I'm joined by my co-host,
Tara
Erickson, and I am Andrew
Flash
Gordon. I am a very big fan of the first film. I think it really did a good job just commentating on mental health, and I think Joaquin Phoenix a great performance, so I'm excited. Regardless of what other people have said, I'm excited to see this film. Tara, really quickly, what'd you think of the first film?
Oh, I love it. It's in one of my top films.
Anyways, if you guys are on YouTube, make sure you do all the YouTube stuff. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Most
Ring
important.
the bell, ring the bell.
That way you're notified whenever we drop videos such as these. Special thanks to the fine folks at Praper. They are doing such tireless hard work. Editing down these highlights, it is a task, so we appreciate all their dedication and hard work. You guys are the best. Also, full-length reaction where you sync up with your own copy. It's where you get to watch the whole thing with Tara and myself. It's such a beautiful and fun time over there. We get to laugh together like the Joker and Harley Quinn. We are watching this on Amazon Prime. Greg and John also exclusively cover many other TV shows over there. Roxy and Greg are coming up with so many inventive and fun things on our social medias. Go follow them. It's right here on the screen. I'm not going to name them all, but it's right here. Some great stuff. We just shot a bunch of stuff.
We did. It's a lot of fun.
It took a while, but it was fun. Tara, any final
ready.
thought?
Let's do it.
Tara's ready. Okay, Joker, Folie Á Deux, commence. Hey, you know what this reminds me of with the Looney Tunes opening? Batman 1989. If you had the VHS copy, if you had the Batman 1989 VHS copy, it would show
You had that?
Well, it would show Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck in a
Oh.
little skit. I had that VHS. I ran the crap out of that VHS. Still have it. Just recapping the end of the last film, or? Rest in peace, Murray. Later, De Niro.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Oh,
There he is. With the
That's cool. You're my shadow. You're not supposed to do these things.
Put on a happy face.
Charlie Chaplin. Oh.
Oh.
That shadow wants out, Tara. Oh.
No, that was the shadow. This is.
Oh.
He locked him in the closet.
Got it. I didn't even realize because it was painted on so well.
Yeah.
World needs love.
It's love.
It's love.
I just know that song from Austin Powers.
The world needs love. It's love, sweet love.
Oh boy.
This is an interesting way to set the tone for the film.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Another mountain and hillsides enough to
I'm
climb.
gonna picture this as how the last movie ended now within my mind. He was dancing with his shadow.
The only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now.
Yeah, you go to jail. I'll just be your shadow.
With love.
All right, he said a knock-knock joke is on Murray's show. It was good animation, though.
Interesting opening. I will say, when he took over for the shadow, started singing, I was like, hell yeah. Great voice, whoever that is.
Morning, sir. Nothing good about it.
Get out!
I gotta imagine this takes place like really closely after the last film, so Bruce Wayne is probably still a young lad.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, Tara, we're probably not gonna see Batman.
This is about the Joker.
Oh, he's still got that amazing theme from the first film.
Wow.
You got a joke for me today?
Does he do that with his body?
I don't know. I am like stunned at how thin he is.
It kind of reminds me, I never saw the film, but I think it was called with Christian Bale, The Machinist, or
Yes.
I think it was called, but I want to see that
He
film.
got so thin.
And then he had to gain it all back for Batman Begins right after.
Same with Matthew McConaughey in the film where he had.
Arthur, you feeling crazy today or what? Taking down to F4. You got a big day today. You better put on a happy face.
Ugh. I hate that they're mocking him. It's like he's got problems.
Yeah. God, that bone in his back like freaks me out.
I know. I'm with you.
Like, what is like how what?
Kind of like Doomsday a little.
Let's go, Arthur. Come on, Fleck. Don't need your fancy lawyer blaming me if you're late.
Oh, is that?
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, Brandon.
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today? Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
I forgot his last name, but his son is a famous actor too. He's in Star Wars. I think Ex Machina as well. Film I need to check out. Yeah, he was in Harry Potter. Moody. I like how they're capturing though this
Environment?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like trying to be PC about my word choices.
Fleck's next, my dear.
Hey, back up.
Big fit me.
Damn.
Go.
Huh.
Oh, so they don't cut themselves, they just shave them for him. That makes sense.
All the kid's done since he got here is fucking smile. And today, all of a sudden, he bites Moran.
Because nobody likes Moran. He was at Arkham State for like 8 years before he got here, and he's still a fucking temp.
Oh, that scares me with a blade. Ugh.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Like at least tie him down after what he.
Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
I already asked him.
I got a joke for you.
Oh, he is tied down. Okay.
Ah, I hate it.
This guy's dog dies. He really loved his dog. So he goes down to the church and he asks Father Mulcahy if he'd perform a funeral for him.
I think it's Brendan Gleeson, by the way.
And Mulcahy says, "Oh no, I'm sorry, my son, we can't have a service for an animal in our church. But I bet if you go down to the veterinarian in town."
Ow!
God damn it, Arthur. So the guy says, "Oh, thanks very much, Father." And he says, "Do you think $2,000 would be enough to cover the service?" Father Mulcahy looks at him. "Why didn't you tell me the dog was Catholic?"
Mm-hmm.
Clean yourself up. You like that one, Arthur? Why didn't you tell me the dog was a Catholic?
What are you thinking about, sir?
Probably how he wants to kill all of them.
My mind did go there.
They do a great job of making this look like old school, like it's on film. It has a grainy and dark kind
Yeah.
of old school look.
Goes well with the time and the grimy feel of the city as
Yeah,
well. And,
doing a great job the way that they're shooting this, very cinematically. That's a great shot.
Yeah, cool colors on those umbrellas. It's got a creative vibrance. That was one of my favorite things in the first film was that music and that theme.
See how they're black now?
Yeah. Oh, good call. I didn't even notice till you said that.
Look around, Arthur. This is how the other half lives.
Could have been all yours if you hadn't killed 5 people.
Hey.
Moron.
Only got eyes for you.
I had no idea that she was in this, you guys.
Oh, that's what he did to the woman in
Yep.
the first movie, the
Yep.
neighbor.
Here we go. We can't.
Is that in
Yep.
his head or is
Exactly.
she really doing it?
We'll never. We won't know.
'Cause there was so much of that in the first movie. I'm like, I don't know what's real and what's not. What's in his head?
You couldn't get him a umbrella.
Come on, counselor. You know, we can't give these boys umbrellas. Oh, you're welcome, by the way, for getting them all cleaned up for you. Here, Arthur.
That's not Catherine Keener, is it?
I think so.
Oh, shit.
Today we're meeting with Dr. Beatty. She's going to be videotaping you this time so we can show it at your competency hearing next week. And if they find you competent, then we're going to trial. You need to be in an actual hospital with actual doctors. Dr. Beatty thinks that with everything that happened to you in your childhood, it caused a split. She believes you have another person living inside of you, and it was this other person who committed those crimes.
Yeah, I could see schizo.
I'll be asking you a few questions today, Arthur, okay?
Has he spoken one word yet in the film?
Arthur, I'm not here only to help with your defense. I'm here for you. But for me to do my job, I need you to be candid with me.
Can I have a cigarette?
Let's start with the first incident, okay? 3 men who accosted you on the subway, who bullied you.
The ones who worked for Thomas Wayne.
Did it feel like they triggered something painful from your past, your childhood? Do you remember any of what happened?
Yeah, they were a-holes.
And they were misogynistic towards that woman.
Did you black out, see bright lights? How about Murray Franklin? What, if anything, do you remember about that night?
This is going to be an interesting answer.
The music.
That's good. Arthur, that is good. Can I tell you what I remember about that night? You came out dressed as Joker. And I remember Joker dancing to that music.
Well, I really liked his band. My mom and I used to watch it.
That makes total sense.
She liked Murray Franklin as well.
He's so handsome. Look at those sparkling white teeth.
Is that your mother's voice? Do you often hear her voice in your head?
All the time.
Did it change at all after she died?
What does that mean?
This other part of you, Joker, did it come out more after she died? Maybe I could talk to Joker about it. Would he like to talk to me?
Giving me some Two-Face vibes right now. Be careful what you ask for. Didn't think the scene was going to cut off there. I'm sure at some point we'll get the Joker conversation, though.
This prison looks like
Shawshank?
Alcatraz.
The guard said you wanted to show me how to kiss.
Huh.
They said Joker's a really good kisser. Nobody's ever gave me a kiss before.
Oh, boy.
Here, let me give you a knuckle sandwich.
He's probably actually going to do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was nice of him.
I gotta be honest with you, Arthur. I wouldn't have took you for a hopeless romantic.
Cigarette.
And tells me he's going to take them out at some point in the film.
Yeah. What are you doing? He doesn't get a cigarette unless he tells a joke.
No, come on. He still makes us laugh, doesn't he?
Barely.
Remember that music class we saw the other day? B Ward? Remember with all the singing? I got you in. We're going next week.
Hey.
Wow.
You've been good. You deserve it. Yeah. He knows he can get some good press for it. Plus, I told him I'd go along with him.
Oh, there it is.
I think he was smiling because Lady Gaga, or Harley, is in that.
I'm being serious. On the Bible. It wasn't that hard either. Ever since they made that TV movie about you, everybody still thinks you're a star. How about you, Arthur? Do you still think you're a star?
Only a TV movie, Tara? I think he deserved to be theatrical.
That's life.
I said that's life.
I love this song.
So great. That's what they ended the first film on.
So far, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I really like it so far.
Pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king were an out. And I know.
That's a great shot with her
in the
reflection.
reflection, yeah. I did notice that
Really
immediately.
great.
Oh, we got more Looney Tunes in the background. I bet that has something to do with a comic book, E258. Joker's debut was in Detective Comics 258 something. Who knows?
That was a great way they shot that. Close the door. He's still in frame.
Yeah, agreed. Damn, does he sleep like that every night, standing up?
Ha! This is a great push-in shot. I love everything about it.
Yeah, agreed. Because when we first saw him, he was just standing up. So I'm curious. Still standing up again.
Go, boys, it's showtime. Wakey, wakey.
This is so hard to teach actors how to emote like this, where you're acting as if you are insane.
Easy for me.
Ha ha.
Group, I want you to welcome Arthur Fleck. I have been assured he's been a model patient without any incidents.
That's interesting, because in the comics, usually Harley Quinn is his doctor and he's the patient.
Mm-hmm.
But to see her in there, it's different. Interesting.
Is it really you?
I got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow.
He's at work just singing.
Yep.
My name's Lee.
Oh. Not Harley. Oh, well, he's Arthur Fleck, so different versions, I guess, of the character.
So what's a nice guy like you doing in a place like this?
I killed 5 people. One live on national television. What about you?
I set fire to my parents' apartment building.
Yes. That's how it's done.
Actually, I was 6. Nobody knows, but I also killed my mother.
Oh, I was gonna
That's
say
right.
there was the 3 on the subway, the mom, Murray. Oh, and then the guy in the apartment.
This has been the kill count.
My mother had me committed. She says I'm psychotic. You know, I must have watched that TV movie they made about you like 20 times.
Was it good?
It was good. It was really good. I grew up in the same neighborhood. Me and my friends used to take that staircase to school every day. My parents didn't give a fuck about me either. My father beat the shit out of me.
Sheesh.
Well, guess what? Knock, knock. Sorry, kid. Your dad was killed in a car accident.
That's what he said on national television. Well, it was drunk or something like that.
When I first saw Joker, when I saw you and Murray Franklin, the whole time I was watching, I kept thinking, I hope this guy blows his brains out. And then you did.
Like in their chemistry, Savartara.
Forget your troubles, come on. Get happy, sing hallelujah. Come on, get happy, ready for the judgment.
Oh, God.
It scared me. Never thought a whistle would scare me.
Lord is waiting to take your hand.
You know, it's fascinating. He viewed Murray as an idol to him when he was watching him on the show, and now vice versa
For her.
for her.
Yeah.
I like that commonality.
Hey, Jackie, you want to know what I regret most from being on the Murray Franklin show?
What's that?
That I didn't shoot first and let him ask me questions later.
Is that a joke, Arthur?
Yeah.
All it took was you getting a little old-fashioned.
Good way to get cigarettes.
Thanks, pal.
Oh, what the hell?
Ouch.
I hate him.
God.
I know Arthur's done awful things, but that's messed up.
Not guilty by reason of insanity.
Harvey
makes no
Dent.
sense in this.
I was speaking about Two-Face earlier.
You're on the news.
Not only in our city,
The judge says you're competent to stand
and they
trial.
are still.
What?
They believe Arthur Fleck to be some kind of martyr. Well, he's not. Arthur Fleck is a monster who knew exactly what he was doing. Yeah. And our office will be seeking the death penalty.
Ooh.
The death penalty. They're gonna fry you, Artie. How does that feel?
Is that foreshadowing for his character?
Yeah, fry that guy up.
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. Somehow I know I'll be strong. Long before I knew someone warm like you would make my dreams come true. For once I have someone I know won't desert me, and I'm not alone anymore.
This is sweet.
Say this is mine, you can't take it. Long as I know I've got love.
I can make it.
Sometimes, Tara, you meet someone you just know.
It's like what we're seeing here is what we used to see in his head in the first movie, but in here we're actually living it.
Right. Well, because it was just more of a reveal towards the end of it, like a twist.
Right.
Now we're, like you said, we're getting to live it.
For once in my life.
Answer him, Arthur. How's it make you feel? You scared?
Oh, okay. Maybe it was still in his head.
Yeah, but I mean, it's.
But we're
it was that duality between fantasy and
Yeah.
reality, but that's what he was thinking of in that moment.
Right.
I love when I love when he does that. It's great acting. Wait, is he like chained?
Yeah.
But I do like what they captured in that moment. It's like he just heard in the face of possible gloom and death, like the sign that he found someone, like doesn't matter to him.
Right.
They want to talk to me.
Told you before, I set up an exclusive interview next month, right before trial.
The Kellerman asked me to make a statement now. He's letting me go to this movie tonight, like a normal person.
Oh, see that Gene? That was the guy who worked for Murray.
Lock the gate! Okay, let's move it.
Hang on, Jackie.
He's signing my book.
Make it quick, Arthur. I don't want to miss the beginning.
Think he's gonna stab him with the pen?
Gonna be worth a fortune when they find us.
Oh, you're gonna stab him with the pen,
God.
Tara? Stab him with that pen.
No, he can't. He's got to get to the movie. Maybe he writes "fuck you" in the book.
That would be appropriate after what he just said. I think you're right. He wrote something derogatory towards him. Smile or something. Yes.
Then you certainly don't need me.
Yes, we do. Because you can be greater than you ever were.
Do you know which movie this is?
Nope.
Artist at the peak of his power. Hunter 19. Can I do it? Challenge?
You already know how this is gonna end. Everything's gonna work out.
Now, I happen to play Oedipus the King on the same stairs. What's the difference with all this?
What's the symbolism here, Tara?
I miss the song. Anything, and it's down all the dance. That's the dream of all the scene. That chap kills his father and causes a lot of bother.
Arthur, let's go.
Oh, wow.
If they could see me now.
Well, after everything he went through in the first film, I'm happy for him. Obviously not saying he should be rewarded for the crimes he did, but still, like,
No,
he went through a lot.
I know what you mean.
There's some beautiful visuals.
Yeah, I'm very engulfed in this film. Like, I don't have a ton to say about it right now because I'm just like really in it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far, though.
I told you I wanted to get out of there.
Crazy?
All I can say is, wow, just look at where I am. Tonight I landed, pal. What a setup, holy cow. They'll never believe it if my friends could see me.
Arkham State Hospital.
Come on, let's go. Season is more fun than a movie.
Wow.
If they could see me now, that little dusty group. Chasing around this.
She's got a really good voice. She should think about singing in real life.
Wow, this looks really good.
Yeah, it does. We've got our new Bonnie and Clyde, Tara.
Yep.
If they all could see me now. Oh, get the
Oh.
Yikes.
Oh.
Solitary.
Last one down on the left.
I was gonna say, I don't think he feels pain anymore.
Watch Arthur.
2 weeks in the hole.
Damn.
2 weeks.
Another beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Give me that Batman 89 vibe, Tara, where the Batwing was in the moon. Seeing Joker makeup, Tara?
Yeah.
He is. It's in his head, but he's in it.
Take my hand, stay here, my friend.
That'd be fun makeup to have applied.
I know somehow we tell a story that's true.
Oh, wow.
They might say that we're crazy.
I love this. It kind of reminds me of a Moulin Rouge-esque.
I did not see that film, but I literally just watched Chicago right before this, so I could see some vibes of that.
There's my guy. Yeah, one of the cards let me in.
Really? I don't know what to ever believe. I never know these movies.
They're sending me home.
What?
They're saying you're a bad influence on me. This is gonna be good for us. Now I can be at your trial every day. I can see you every day. We're gonna build a mountain. You perfect. I wanna see the real you.
Maybe this is real?
I don't think so. I don't know. I doubt it, though. They wouldn't let her in the solitary confinement. They probably wouldn't let her have makeup. I don't know, though. I mean, these movies always keep me guessing.
Look what they did to you.
It's cool to see it being applied on him. The hardest part with makeup is getting near the eyes. Everywhere else, I'm like, go for it. I love it.
Andrew loves makeup. You heard it here first.
Oh, that Beetlejuice thing that John did an incredible job of.
Yeah, he did a great job.
That was about an hour and 45 minutes, but I loved, other than the eyes, I loved every second of it. Like, that was awesome.
It's just us now. You need to stop taking your medication.
Oh.
Yeah, you get real good at hiding it when you're in.
Oh,
Is it all in his pants? Yeah.
Oh, wow. Guess that'd be the last place they'd double check.
Or is he just about to check off or something?
I think it's.
They're
yeah.
having sex.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The staccato movement of it is such a choice, and it's great.
Is he gonna ask me about size? You know.
Hopefully about your life in here. Conditions are really like in this place. Might ask you about Lee.
Yeah.
She's been out there giving a lot of interviews about you and about herself.
She's got a great voice and best look I've ever had.
She gets me.
So maybe she is real.
Well, she's definitely real. It's just which parts are actually really happening.
And I don't think you should smoke. I think it makes you look cavalier. We need to use this time to show people that you're human.
Yes, nothing says you're inhuman like smoking cigarettes.
You're not Joker. You're Arthur Fleck. You're gonna be great.
I'm just waiting for that second for him to.
Oh God.
Are you okay? It's not too late to cancel.
Huh.
So, you want me to call you Arthur or the Joker?
Oh, this actor, Steve. I forgot his name.
Mr. Myers, you know we have an agreement. You can't call him Joker. It's Arthur. Arthur Fleck.
When you're ready, Patty.
I think it's Coogan is his last name.
Steve Coogan, that's right. You're right. Holy crap, Tara corrected me?
2 years ago, the name Arthur Fleck hit Gotham like a hurricane. Arthur Fleck, the Joker, is sitting down for his first interview since that infamous night on Murray Franklin. And yes, we all know how that turned out.
Interesting way to intro this.
God, he laughs.
You did it on live TV, pal. Doesn't get any more real than that.
Patty, all I remember from that night is I was gonna myself on television.
Right.
I thought Murray was playing a part in my show, but he was a bad actor.
So he got what he deserved. Your last joke, you get what you bleeping deserve. That's what you said. That's not fun. That's not funny.
You're right. I should have told a better one.
You're trying to be funny now. DA is calling for the death penalty. You just said that you wanted to put yourself on TV, so tell us. You still want to die?
Well, at the time, it certainly seemed a lot easier than living. That's not what I meant.
So your defense is it was the Joker who did it. An insanity defense.
Okay, I don't know about a defense.
This killer clown in you killed Murray. Who am I speaking to now? Which one of you is here?
Oh God, this is getting him riled up.
Dude, you are pushing the wrong buttons right now.
Oh, do you really care? You don't. You just want to talk about my mistakes, not about who I am now. Not how I'm different now. That's what we should be talking about.
All right, Arthur.
Okay, so tell us, what's changed?
Somewhat.
Well, I'll tell you what's changed, Patty. I'm not alone anymore.
The girl who was singing the night you tried to escape.
Who am I trying to escape?
Miss Harley Quinzel. You two put on quite a performance that night.
She's really something, isn't she?
You tell me. I mean, don't you think it's a little too much?
The headline was going to be Mad Love.
She's a fool and don't know it, but a fool can have her charm. Beguiled again, a simpering, whimpering child again.
He's like, I'm so proud he's singing.
Lost my heart, but what of it? She is cool, I agree.
Some really great shots.
Although the laughs on me.
Oh.
Bewitched.
Oh.
We'll be back.
They're like two peas in a pod.
Love it.
It's funny hearing him Joker sing. It reminds me of a line in Batman '89 where he's talking about Carl Grissom. He says, he had a lovely singing voice.
If you ask me, this is what you get when there's a complete breakdown in social services. And don't get me started on...
Right. They did take away social services from him.
Smiling
That's crazy.
Love the callback to the mask in like the first one, that
yeah,
guy in the
yeah,
yellow.
You're right. It's amazing too because he was like seen as a nobody throughout most of the first film, and now like to become like a symbol.
Eat the rich.
Well, people can resonate with the forgotten man who becomes something.
Bring out the rain, so stop it.
It was a fascinating choice, Tara, to make this a musical.
Look at me. Keep on smiling.
I hope Lady Gaga gets to sing more.
I would imagine she's going on. You're not going to hire Lady Gaga to not sing a bunch. Wonder if there was any pushback from executives or anyone saying we don't want to do a musical.
I'm sure there was. Because it's not like he is known to be a singer. You know what I mean? He's just...
Damn. Oh, is that like Richard Nixon? I am not a crook, Tara.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated.
Oh, is he looking for Harley Quinzel? Wonder if she's going to be on the jury.
Be on the jury?
She has to be. Please be on the jury.
I bet she will be.
Everything okay?
Yes, Your Majesty. I'm just looking for someone.
Please, Mr. Fleck, sit down.
Your Majesty?
Sydney, please call the case.
The people of the state of New York versus Arthur Fleck.
Everything that happens in life.
Oh, she's not on the jury.
The lights on the lady in tights or the bride.
It's my view that there is absolutely no evidence that Arthur Fleck suffers from multiple personality disorder.
Is that the villain from Rush Hour?
In my opinion, he's not psychotic or unable to test reality. I think he was sane when he committed these crimes.
Jeez.
In fact, I believe he fakes his mental illness.
Clearly, the doctor didn't watch any footage from the first film.
I believe he has 4 relatively minor and mental disorders that involve long-standing sadness, narcissistic self-centeredness. This is a very disturbed individual, but I can't give you any kind of psychiatric defense.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Your witness, Miss Stewart.
Thank you.
I love it so much.
Pertinent thing that she needs to read right there.
Did you read the records from the Department of Social Service that show that when Arthur was 7 years old, they returned him to his abuser's home?
Yep.
His mother's home.
I did, yes.
Did you ask him why social services didn't believe horrific stories a 7-year-old told them about the physical and sexual abuse he suffered?
No, I didn't ask him about that.
Didn't do your job.
You want us to believe that you can say that Arthur doesn't suffer from any serious mental illness? He didn't need to retreat into fantasy and create another identity? Damn. And that identity didn't come out again when he was attacked and tormented by 3 drunk bullies on the subway.
After I woke up this morning, I thought...
Oh, it's the therapist from the first.
And then there's Murray. Funny, right? Then I remember Sophie.
Again, my client's personal diary is privileged.
Overruled. Again, as long as Mrs. Kane limits her comments.
Mrs. Kane, reference to Bob Kane.
Oh.
Mr. Fleck's
My
journal
own
sheet.
personal private jokes. They weren't meant to be read
Mr.
out
Fleck,
loud.
quiet! These are your words she's reading, and it's up to the jury to determine what to make of them.
Miss Kane, please continue reading from the highlighted portion.
There a Mr. or Mrs. Finger in this movie, though?
Had another dream about it. Forgot it. I almost never dream. What do I gotta do to remember?
That's Sophie Dumont, Mr. Fleck's neighbor.
Ooh.
What was that date?
November 17.
Let the record show November 17th is the day that Mr. Fleck stabbed Randall Kleimanhofer to death. The very same day that he shot and killed Murray Franklin.
That scene freaked me out when he stabbed him in the theater.
Does this sound like a different personality?
No, it sounds like Arthur. He often wrote about his fantasies and women he had imaginary relationships with.
This is not looking good for him right now.
There are always a lot of unfunny jokes.
That's subjective, though. Comedy is subjective.
He's not sick. He's perfect. You don't really think he's just gonna walk out of here, do you?
Yeah, he's gonna walk right out of here with me by his side.
Foreshadowing, Tara.
And then we're gonna build a mountain from a little hill.
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean?
Lee cares about you, sure. But she didn't grow up in your neighborhood. She lives on the Upper West Side with her parents. Her father is not dead. He's a doctor.
Ah.
I was a bad influence on her, so they separated us.
Did she mention she went to grad school for psychiatry?
There we go.
You wouldn't get it.
My point is, she's playing you for a fool.
She seeks the fame and the glory.
I know what it's like to love somebody, but I don't think you can believe a word she says.
I don't know. She's coming off pretty genuine, even though.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Joker and Harley show.
Oh, wow. I would watch that show every night.
Me too.
There's a light.
And weren't those the colors of the umbrellas?
Yeah.
What good does it bring if I ain't got you?
It's like Sonny and Cher.
Ha. I can see that.
You don't know
The crime
what it's
version.
like. Yeah. Know what it's like
to love somebody.
Buddy.
Like, baby, you don't know what it's.
Almost looks like he's upset.
What happened?
Well, you weren't even looking at me anymore. You were making it all about yourself.
Ah.
And the song is about loving me.
Now look who's making it all about themselves.
Oh.
Oh, did you see the wedding ring he has on?
But we're singing
yeah.
for them. That's why we're here, honey.
They're married, Tara.
Yeah.
Let's give the people what they want.
Music. Let's take it from the top. Is the honeymoon over?
Ooh.
What the?
Why'd you do that?
Oh, because she put doubt in his mind, like she's just using you. So that's probably why he put that fantasy in his mind.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did to Murray. I don't think she would do that to him. Although in the comics, they have he mentally and physically abuses her.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, I don't feel that.
Look at you. A couple of weeks back on TV and already acting like you own the joint.
Oh.
What the f you two doing sitting on our bleachers?
Who said they're your bleachers?
Ricky, what the f has gotten into you? All right, enough. Get up, both of you.
Hey, Fleck, you got a visitor.
Every day.
Lots of foreshadowing in this movie, Tara.
Mm-hmm.
A real f***ing whack job, Fleck.
You know he's going to unalive them at some point. It's just a matter of when. What do you think? First argument time?
How you holding up? Is everything okay?
Did you lie to me?
Ooh.
Sure. I mean, everybody lies a little.
Your dad's a doctor. You're rich?
I just wanted you to like me.
Did you really check yourself in here?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're kind of crazy, though.
Because you wanted to meet me?
Just to meet you.
You could have just wrote me a letter.
It's not the same.
I haven't done anything with my life like you have.
Did you really watch that TV movie they made about me 20 times?
Probably more like 4 or 5.
Was it actually good, or did you lie about that too?
It was great.
My lawyer says you're playing me for a fool.
She doesn't care about you. I do. Do you know I moved into your old apartment building to make us a home?
Wow.
Did your lawyer tell you that?
That's interesting.
I don't want to live there.
I'm pregnant.
What?
What?
Why do birds suddenly appear?
I love this song.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You are near, just like me. They long to be.
Do you believe her about being pregnant?
No.
Yeah. It's hard for me to tell, too. I can't tell.
You walk by.
Because I'm like, when? You
well,
know?
if they really did have...
I don't think they would let her in the solitary confinement. I don't know, man.
On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to make a dream come true.
I can imagine Lady Gaga's like so excited. I get to act in a Joker movie. Well, you're going to act, but you're going to do a lot of singing too. She's very good though.
Follow you. Follow me. All around. Just like me.
To be close to you.
Smiley face. Put your lips around it. There we go. That's an awesome shot.
Great shot.
Ah.
Awesome. Very cool. That was awesome.
That is cool.
They long to be close to you.
God, Tara, have you seen a payphone in a long time?
No.
Remember growing up when they used to be on every corner?
Yeah.
How you it's like searching for Waldo now.
Yeah.
Did you think he was gonna hurt you or your daughter?
I did.
Oh, is this the neighbor from the first movie?
You believed he was dangerous.
Right.
He broke into my apartment.
Yeah.
You call the police?
No. His mother told me that he'd had problems his whole life, but that he wouldn't hurt a fly.
Was the man who broke into your apartment that night, was he different in any way from the Arthur Fleck you knew?
I didn't really know him.
Hmm.
I saw him in the lobby, the elevator a few times.
That was quite a twist the first time I saw it.
Like I said, I knew his mother a little bit. She was really sweet to my daughter.
And Miss Dumond, why is it that you didn't want to come here and testify today?
Mm.
You know, why did you initially ignore our subpoenas?
I don't think she wanted to see him again.
Well, after Arthur did what he did, the press wanted to talk to me about it. And then I was a character in that awful TV movie they made. And then all these people, supporters, I guess, like
Oh, that's sweet.
started showing up at my work and harassing me, blaming me for what happened to Arthur. So I was afraid for my safety and for my daughter's safety. We moved out of the city.
Understandable.
Well, then why did you finally decide to comply?
So I should have called the police that night. Then maybe all those people wouldn't have been. Maybe they wouldn't be dead now if I did.
What happened after you asked Arthur to leave your apartment that night?
He told me he was having a bad day, and then he left.
He never hurt or even threatened you or your daughter?
No.
And did you watch him on TV on Murray Franklin the following week?
I did.
Seemed like the same man who was sitting in your apartment that night? Did he sound the same or even look the same?
No, I mean, he was wearing clown makeup. She told me that there was something wrong with Arthur, and that he lived in a fantasy world and that he had this laugh.
She told you it was a dumb laugh?
Yes. She made up a story when he was a kid so that he would feel better about it.
Yeah.
So that he would stop crying, so that he wouldn't kill himself.
What was the story?
That he was put on this earth to bring joy, something like that. That's why she called him Happy. She just thought it was ridiculous that he thought he could make people laugh. I mean, she said Arthur wasn't funny at all.
Ugh.
Institutions his whole life.
Wow.
The poor laughing fool falls on his back, and everyone laughs when he's...
This is really good production design.
Yeah, all the shots look awesome.
Heartbreak.
Damn. Later, Two-Face.
Wow.
Just a fool, as foolish.
So interesting the things his mind bases goes on to in fantasy baseland.
Mm-hmm.
The Joker is me.
It's interesting now that his arc is like about building trust with her after what he's learned.
Yeah.
There's always a Joker. That's the rule. The Joker is me.
Damn.
Whoa! Oh. Holy tamale.
Gavelled the crap out of him.
The Joker is me.
Don't yourself. That's
Wow.
what you originally wanted to do on Murray.
What a shot.
I can't do this anymore. Your Honor, may I approach the bench, please? No, you may not. I want to fire my lawyer. Present myself. You're fired.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Better believe it's real.
No! This is wild.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Harvey Dent's like, okay, I'm okay with this.
This is getting exciting.
The words every man wants to hear from his woman.
You should see it out there. They're all going crazy for you. You did.
I don't know. Maybe I should read a law book or something.
Might be a good idea.
You can do anything you want.
no shot.
Agreed.
Good evening. It's 48 degrees at 6 o'clock on this Wednesday, November 8th.
Hey, we're almost at that date.
We are.
Fleck, the accused killer, also known as Joker, interrupted testimony and fired his lawyer, Marianne Stewart, in open court. Then he kissed her goodbye.
Kissed her goodbye.
Can you control your emotions, Mr. Fleck?
Yes, sir.
Almost didn't sound like him.
Decision that both Flecks now form.
Oh, is that the
There's the
stairs?
stairs.
Oh, right, because she lives in the same place. Makes sense.
It's really tragic. Arthur believes he has all of these supporters, but they don't care about him. They care about Joker.
Ooh, but Joker and Arthur are one and the same.
Sit down.
Carpe diem.
Marching in. Oh, it's a riot. Great shot. Wow, the scope of that shot is amazing.
Yeah, it really is.
After reviewing all the case law that offers precedent, Jensen versus Superior Court being the most relevant, I've reluctantly decided that Mr. Fleck does have the right as an attorney to dress himself how he likes, as he doesn't cause disorder or interfere with the functioning of the court.
Yeah, definitely not going to interfere.
Mr. Dent, call your next witness.
Yeah, he feels like a certain confidence about him when he has that makeup on.
Yeah.
Calls Gary Puddles.
Gary? Little Gary?
Please escort Mr. Puddles to the stand.
I guess we'll see.
Oh my God.
Will it be?
Little Gary.
Oh, it is. He was the only one that was nice to him.
I gotta tell you, that 2 minutes and
I
when he couldn't
loved it.
when he couldn't
and
reach
he
the lock.
kissed him on his head
Yeah, I
right
was like,
before he let him out.
I thought he was gonna take him out, though. I was so scared the first time I saw it.
Go get him.
Oh, this poor soul had to watch that.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give,
Oh, you can see the fear.
so help you God?
I do.
And he was wearing that makeup too, almost all that makeup when he saw him.
Person who you saw stab Randall Kleiman Hoffer to death, are they in this courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you point him out to all of us and describe his clothing?
He's sitting right there at the table, wearing a red suit and clown makeup.
Oh, Gary.
May the record reflect the identification of the accused, Your Honor?
Yes, it will.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Your witness, Mr. Fleck.
Mr. Puddle. Gary Puddles? Tell me, sir, is that your God-given name? You testified that you saw me stab Mr. Kleiman Minhuff in the neck a couple of times, correct?
Yes.
And what else did you see that day?
That you let me go.
Stabbing him in the eye and bashing his head into the wall.
Yes, but Randall was a bit of a bully, wasn't he?
He didn't deserve to die.
Yeah.
Did you catch my act on the Murray Franklin show later that night?
No, I didn't.
No?
Let's say too traumatized to watch TV.
That you were under oath.
I was locked up at the police station in an interview room. So they thought you might come and kill me.
When you were in my mama's apartment, when, as you say, you saw me bash Mr. Kleiman's head into the wall, did I seem like a different person?
Oh, so don't do this to yourself. It isn't you.
So you don't think this is me? Or maybe you don't know who I really was.
Yeah, he was imitating him in the original film too.
I never saw that side
Well,
of
maybe you weren't looking. Maybe no one was.
Mm.
Nobody knew I existed. What you are proving here today is that you are no different than any of those people that underestimated me. But I will no longer allow you or any of you to keep me down. I am free.
Why are you doing this to me, Arthur?
What? Gary, I like you.
I let you go.
I told you I wouldn't hurt you, and I didn't.
Not hurt me. I couldn't go back to work. I still can't sleep, and I'm scared all the time. Never used to be scared.
Poor Gary.
Yeah, I really feel so bad for
Scared
him.
right now here, you in front of me.
Oh.
I couldn't do anything that day. I felt so small. It's reminded how powerless I really am.
Oof, he felt like Arthur.
You got a flair for the dramatic. You are tugging at my heartstrings, little Gary.
That's what I called him, little Gary.
No more questions, Johanna.
Do you know what that feels like, Arthur? You were the only one at work who never made fun of me. You were the only one who was nice to me.
I said no more questions, Johanna.
Very well, Mr. Puddles. Court thanks you for your testimony. Please step down. You're excused.
Really well acted scene by both of them.
Yeah.
We're not calling any more witnesses, Your Honor. That is the state's case. The state rests.
All right, Mr. Fleck, at this point, you may mount your defense.
The defense rests as well, Johanna.
You don't want to put on any defense.
No, Johanna. The defense rests. That's all, folks.
Oh, boy.
Both sides having rested, this court will recess until tomorrow morning at 9:30.
I'm assuming those are the parents of the 3 yuppie guys.
Yeah.
Go it all hell.
What does that even mean?
Gonna build me a mountain.
Get it, girl. That's what I'm talking about.
I will. Gonna build a mountain.
That's right.
Gonna build us a heaven from a little hell. Us a heaven.
Oh,
and
wow.
I know down where.
Gary's there? Gary's his best man?
Yeah.
Oh. I just like that there's a fantasy land where Gary's not, like, in fear.
Yeah.
He's happy.
He's chilling. Oh, Pogo's, the comedy club that he first. Love it. Yes.
Hey, his
I
shadows.
love this.
His shadow's not coming out.
Build us a mountain. Build us a mountain.
That reminds me of that scene in Chicago where Richard Gere's tap dancing.
Yep.
Damn. Multitasking.
Nice. I loved that song. That is like the kind of music that I really like. The other songs weren't hitting me as hard because they were a little more old school, but I really like that one a lot.
It was a good one.
That's your sight.
The only hard thing is when you're wearing that makeup is when you get an itch.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I don't want to scratch
You don't want to
the
mess
makeup.
it up.
Yeah. That is the most difficult thing. I had so many times where I was itching wearing that Beetlejuice makeup. I'm like, oh, those guards are gonna be extra mean for him when he talk crap about them like that.
See you fellas in the morning.
Time to beat the crap out of him.
I'm in trouble. Move. Easy, darling.
Oh.
Ay, ay, ay.
I will see you in court. I'm Queen of Sheba.
Oh,
rough. I felt that one.
Yeah, that was
God.
Let's go.
Ugh.
Go and be a big shot on TV. He knocked himself out.
Ah.
And she only dated abusive guys.
Yeah, is that right?
And I asked her, Mom, why do you stay with your abusive boyfriend? And she said, beats the hell out of me!
Oh, God.
You jackass. Aren't you gonna buy me a drink first? Go. Back up, fucking go!
Ooh.
Yikes.
Giving him a swirly.
Get his eyes off.
Yikes.
What'd you do to him? What the up, Ricky?
What up? Thanks for coming, Jackie.
Is there gonna be a riot in prison?
I guess we'll see.
Fucking asshole! Are they coming now?
Uh-oh. I think he's gonna unalive him.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Call
back to the first film.
Yeah, after he took out the 3 uppies.
Anytime I move my finger,
See all her medications there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let it go.
Ouch.
What a world, what a life. Hey, now I'm so in love.
She's made it. She's a celebrity now.
Closing statements.
Your closing
Boy.
statement?
Cigarettes in a trial room. It's back in the day.
This is not a comedy club. You are not on stage.
I wanted to come out here as Joker and blame all of you. Miserable life.
But it wouldn't matter because I can't do this anymore. It was all just a fantasy.
There is no Joker.
What? Where are we going with this, Tara?
I killed 6 people. I also killed my mother. Hello over her face and smeared her to death. I just want to blow it all up and start a new life.
What? No.
Knock. Knock.
Oh, there's the knock knock joke.
Who's there? Arthur Fleck. Arthur Fleck who?
Charlie, leave a message at the beep. Unless you're a reporter, in which case you...
It's a great voicemail.
If you go away, there'll be nothing left in the world to trust. All of empty space.
Come on, break your man out.
We, the jury, find Arthur Fleck guilty as charged with murder in the first degree against Maurice Franklin, with murder in the second degree against Randall Kleimenhofer.
Jeez.
Guilty as charged with murder in the second degree.
Oh, God.
Whoa!
My God!
Is that Harley? Or is that the riot outside?
Wow, what a shot.
Holy guacamole. Two-Face got half his face blown? Just curious. Oh, is that Arthur? That's Arthur.
Yeah, that's Arthur.
My intuition is telling me it's Harley, but I have no idea. Harvey? I guess that half of his face is still okay. That was such an insane shot when the explosion happened.
Yeah.
Curious how they achieved that too, because it looked like a practical effect on set. I got to imagine that was probably CGI for everyone's safety. Is this in his head? I never figure it out.
About to have a run-in with the Joker. The shot is still going. He started it when he walked over the chair, and they have not cut yet.
Yeah, it's one single tracking shot. Love long takes like these. Oh yeah, definitely gonna hide him. It's our idol, our symbol. Oh, his ears have got to be ringing so much.
Where do we want to go? Where should we go?
All right, maybe it wasn't Harley.
They're gonna burn the whole city down now.
Oh, God.
Come on, man. Get back inside.
Oh, whoa. Back to the early portions of the first film where nobody noticed him.
Where he was twirling the sign.
Oh, the stairs, Tara.
Yep. Iconic. Is she at the top of the stairs? Is that why he's smiling? Oh, no. Oh,
No.
she is. Yeah.
I still can never tell what's real and what's fantasy. Damn, that's a good workout going up those stairs.
Yeah.
Just do that like 5 times a day. You'd be in good shape, at least cardio-wise. What do you think? Is she the one who let off that bomb?
I think.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Look at you. Got your hair.
I feel like she's gonna, for some reason, I feel like she's gonna kill him. I don't know why.
Someone move the courthouse. We can go.
We're not going away, Arthur. All we had was the fantasy, and you gave up. We were never going anywhere.
I'm the same guy you'd fall in love with. I'm the same guy that murdered Marie Franklin.
No, you're not.
That was Joker.
There is no Joker.
Entertainment.
I don't want to sing anymore.
A song that is swinging along.
Just talk to me.
Or a dance.
Goodbye, Arthur.
I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, isn't that a shot from the first movie? Or no? I don't remember.
Very similar, but I think
When he was on the
I think it's
bus,
from
right?
this- Yeah.
Bugs Bunny? Looney Tunes? Pepe Le Pew?
Come, my little peanut of bread.
Pepe Le Pew, Tara. The very smooth talker. He's got to take out those guards by the end of the film, right?
Fleck, let's go. We got a visitor.
It's Gary. Poor thing. He's so lost without Harley.
Can I tell you a joke I came up with? Okay. A psychopath walks into a bar and sees this famous clown sitting there, all alone. I can't believe you're here, he says. I used to watch you on TV. What can I get you? And this clown turns and says, if you're mine, you can get me anything. The psychopath says, how about I get you what you deserve?
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
I had a feeling that was going there. Shit.
Oh, my God.
I wanna find young son to take my place.
So that'll be the next Joker.
Oh, God.
I thought the guard walked away and never came back. Lady Gaga song playing.
That's life.
Oh, is that where he got cut originally on where the blood's coming out on the shaving cut?
Mm-hmm.
Right in that spot. It's like a bookend.
Knife.
Okay. Interesting, Tara. Interesting stuff. All right. Well, we just watched Joker, Folie À Deux. If you guys are listening to us on Apple or Spotify, make sure you take those smiley faces and give us 5-star ratings. And also, rejectnationshop.com. We got, yeah, look at that. That's a smiley face if I've seen one. Also, rejectnationshop.com. We got some cool merch. Look at this. Just in time for spooky season. We got some She-Ject gear. Also, Aaron's got a really new cool shirt as well. The chesty shirt. It just bursts right out of your chest. Go check it out. Go get yourself one. Holidays are coming up as well. So, yeah. Tara, what did you think of this film?
I actually liked it.
Oh, yes.
I really liked it. I mean, honestly, I was not saying a lot because I was very engulfed by the acting. I was really taken in by everything that Joaquin Phoenix was doing, mainly. And obviously, Lady Gaga was great. But every scene in this, and if you notice, they were really specific about their coloring, the orange and the blue. If you see in the background of all of their shots, I mean, it was gorgeous coloring. And I really liked how they brought it back to old school. They made it feel like it was on film, like it was kind of grainy. They're showing us like old Looney Tunes, old ass movies. Everything was like brought back. Like when they're together, it's like a Sonny and Cher thing in their show. And it's done in those like 60s, 70s kind of tone of coloring, which I really, really liked. I think I was really taken in by the chemistry between Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga.
Agreed.
The second they get together, like he makes eye contact with her, right? And you kind of feel it. But then when they meet in the hallway and she's like, I've seen your movie 20 times. And he's just like, was it really good? And she's like, it was great. And you really feel it, like she's building him up because it's still such a shitty world that he lives in. You know, honestly, he went from a world hating him and really like just pouring crap upon crap on him. And then he gets into prison where the guards are making fun of him. They use him sort of as a toy. If you give me a joke, I'll give you a cigarette. Like his life is still difficult. And then he meets Harley Quinn, right? But at the end, I assume the bomb is Harley trying to break him out, right? But then again, I don't know. I don't know. Because it could be the Jokers that really support him outside of the courthouse, right? Like maybe they saw, oh, he's being charged guilty. Let's break him out. I don't know. Because he still has those fans. The ending really caught me by surprise. I did not expect that. And I also didn't expect I just didn't expect him to die. And I also didn't expect for the song at the end to be I'll give you a son, because, you know, she put that in his brain that she was pregnant, right? But we don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
This movie was wild, quite a ride. I wasn't in love with all of the songs. I thought they were like a little too old school for my taste, except when Lady Gaga sings the mountain song and starts to belt and is in that Lady Gaga range. Holla frickin' Luya. I loved all of it.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix still did a great job. Again, he is not a singer. I'll make one callback to like I said, it had Moulin Rouge-esque in the beginning. Moulin Rouge is like Ewan McGregor can really sing his heart out. And Nicole Kidman obviously does a great job. Joaquin Phoenix is not up to that grade of like singer. So maybe that's why I wasn't as in love with it. But I still liked the movie.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I would say, like, for me, I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. I liked it, but I didn't love it. And also, too, like, I had heard so many people say that they despised and hated this movie. So I already was coming into this with low expectations. Again, that didn't sway me in any way. I went into this with a very open mind. I definitely had issues with it, like you. Some of the I thought it was an interesting, coming off the first film, which I really love, interesting decision to make this a musical. And again, I had no problem with that. I think it's all about picking the right songs, when to do it, and also the execution of it. And I didn't feel that was always there. The song you mentioned, I think the Hill song, right, with Harley Quinn, like that, I thought that was brilliantly done. So again, it's all about the right song and the execution. When it's done right, it can be very effective.
Yeah.
So, and some of the other ones, it's not that I didn't like those songs. I liked them. It's just, it didn't feel right in those moments. It just felt like they were standing around singing. But
yeah,
again, narratively didn't fit for me. But having said that, I still really enjoyed Joaquin Phoenix's performance. I thought him and Lady Gaga had incredible electric chemistry. I really liked all their interactions. And in regards to the ending, I know it's very controversial, and a lot of people hate the ending from what I've heard. Again, I wasn't spoiled on it. I just had only heard people hate the ending to this movie. I can understand why. I still don't know how I feel about it in regards to hate, like, or don't like. I would say right now I understand what they were going with, because kind of like Arthur Fleck's, I guess his arc is complete. And what I mean by that, in the first film, like, he was a nobody and wanted to be seen, and like finally when he was, now he kind of accepted himself as Arthur Fleck and no longer the Joker. So I thought that was an interesting way to have his arc be complete. Also, we saw, like, for 2 films now, a foreshadowing of him being unalived, and with him, like, he was going to take his own life on Murray's show. And then obviously with Lady Gaga, when he was having the trust issues, when his lawyer put that in his head, her shooting him, which was obviously another major foreshadowing. So it's not like that came out of left field. Again, it's just the execution, the way, it's just how I'm feeling. Like, I just don't know how I feel about it right now in the moment. It's kind of like, I don't know, it just feels a little controversial to me. But
why
again,
do you say controversial?
Well, I just mean by, like, I just don't. It's not that I mind that he got unalived just from all the atrocities that he committed. Although, again, I think that I like the way that they. I think that the first film did such an excellent job. Just the commentary on mental illness. It's a real thing. And again, I'm not defending any of his actions, but I just would have liked to have seen a possible different ending for him. I don't know if this is the ending like I personally would have wanted.
Meaning with him still alive.
Either still alive or just it done in a different way if he's going to be on the line. I don't know. Just with a guy like coming in there in the hospital. I don't know. It just didn't, for right now in the moment, doesn't feel satisfying. I'm not saying I hate it. It just doesn't feel satisfying for me. Just from where we go. And I don't know. I just didn't feel this film, like, as much as I still enjoyed it and again, like the performances, just didn't move narratively for me, like from where we were in the first film story-wise. It just felt like a major recap of a lot of the first film. But again, there was still a lot I did like. I got to say that it was really powerful acting, that one scene with Gary coming up to the stand. Like, that actor poured his soul out. And again, I just rewatched the first film today, actually. And rewatching that scene, like that fear, like that actor just really did a good job of getting that character down. And because it's been like 3 or 4 years since he played that character, just really getting back into the moment of like where he was in the apartment when he did the
Right.
stabbing. I mean, that was incredible acting by that actor who played Gary. And also too, like, I think there's a certain vulnerability to Arthur when he's with Gary, because Gary was the only one who was actually nice to him.
Yeah.
Before he became Joker, before he became the symbol and the celebrity, and everyone like worshipped him. Like Gary was actually like that's all Arthur really ever wanted. Besides like people being like, he just wanted people to be nice and decent to him.
Yeah.
And Gary was that only person.
Mhm.
Like not his mother, not Thomas Wayne, not Murray, his idol, nobody but Gary.
Yeah.
And again, I really think like Joaquin did such a good job of showing that vulnerability that he feels when he's with Gary. Although I thought it was funny when he was doing that Southern accent.
Oh, yeah.
That was hysterical.
great.
But
I was
again-
like, what's
yeah.
going on?
Yeah, but that was honestly one of my favorite scenes in the movie. How did you feel? I'm just curious, Tara. How did you feel when with Arthur said like there is no Joker, I'm just Arthur, and then Harley walked out? Did you feel that was? How'd you feel about that? I'm just curious because I wasn't crazy about that. Although I get where her
Yeah, you
character's
didn't. You didn't like it.
I get where her character's coming from because she's in love with the Joker apparently, but I also thought like throughout the film that she was also in love with Arthur, and I know they're separate characters, although they are still one and the same. But
I don't know if it's just Arthur. I think it's more what the Joker stands for, and
yeah.
he just let it all die
Right.
by stating that.
Yeah.
Because the Joker really stands for a lot more than just him like killing
True.
people and
Okay.
I'm like a sociopath, right? Because especially in the first movie, that's how he got the whole world on his side. It's sort of like an eat the rich type of mentality that, you know, people are not paying attention to, the poor people in the
Right.
neighborhood, the
That's a fair
world
point.
in general. And the Joker is sort of the mascot for that, if you will.
Yeah.
And the second that he confesses that there is no Joker, you're losing the mascot of life, and you're not going to be really in love with that person anymore because that person was never Arthur Fleck to her. He was always the Joker because of everything that he stood for.
That's a great point. And I'm glad I asked you that because now you have opened. That's why I stay open-minded about these things, because now I feel a lot better now that you've made that statement, because like she did mention throughout the film, like I was a nobody, and now you like were that symbol, to me.
Mhm.
And so like that's why I fell in love with you, and that's why I got myself locked up in here. I wanted to meet you, like that symbol that made me forget about being that nobody who you stood up for. So yeah, no, that makes total amount of sense. So that didn't come out of left field like, oh, you're not the Joker anymore, I'm out of here, kind of thing. So no, that makes sense.
Definitely not, yeah.
Yeah. Any other things before I get into some trivia?
No, feel free to get into the trivia. I'm wondering if I have anything else to really say.
Were you surprised by the guards?
I'm noticed that if you guys didn't catch it, the guy that killed him,
Yeah.
they did a close-up or a pan-in on him the very first time that we see Arthur get called in that he has a visitor.
Mhm.
They give him a close-up, and that guy's like giving him the evil eye, like just looking at him weird.
Oh.
And I was like, why are we doing a pickup on that guy? That's random as hell. When is he going to come back? And he comes back at the very
Gotcha,
end. That is
gotcha.
that same guy who was eyeballing him.
Yeah.
And why are you asking about the guards? What do you mean?
Well, no, I'm just asking. Were you shocked that he didn't kill them in the end? Because I thought like the way they abused him throughout the film.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would have liked to see that, but there's no
Yeah.
way to actually physically make that possible. It would have been fun if we could make that possible,
Yeah.
and then he dies.
Yeah.
Cool. We would get some
I
like
was just curious how you
revenge
thought-
there.
Yeah.
But I wasn't once we got into the courtroom, I was like, oh, he's either going to end up there in life, hang himself, or probably get killed.
Right.
Yeah.
So the film's subtitle, Tara, Folie Á Deux, means madness of two in French. This initially led to a speculation about Harley Quinn's appearance in the film, which was shortly thereafter confirmed. The name Folie Á Deux comes from the 19th century French psychiatrists Charlie Lescaut and Jules Farlet. The term was coined to refer to two or more people that share the same madness or delusion. It's also known as Lescaut-Farlet syndrome.
Okay, yeah, because they do share the same sort of madness,
Oh,
which
yeah.
so I like that.
This is Joaquin Phoenix's first sequel in his entire career.
Okay, cool.
This will be the first major DC Comics film to be released under the new DC Elseworlds banner. The term was first created in 1991 by DC Comics for the stories out of the canon set in alternate realities.
It's weird that it's the first one released and the Joker's dead. He dies.
Right.
Like, okay.
Maybe he's not dead. Maybe it's just in Harley's mind how she saw it after he...
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. During the opening Me and My Shadow cartoon sequence of one of the crowd outside the theater has the Everything Must Go sign that Arthur Fleck had stolen from him in the first Joker film.
Interesting. I like that. I didn't see that.
I didn't either, but something to pick up next time you watch it. The first trailer received 167 million online views within the first 24 hours.
Hell yeah.
The second most of any Warner Brothers film after the 2017 horror film It, with 197 million views.
Yeah, that was as you guys know, 2017's It was the film that got me into horror movies.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that was the one.
a great trailer. I reacted to it, had to cut my own reaction together, so it desensitized me to the
Damn.
and that's why I was like, I think I can go watch it. I'm not surprised by that. The first movie of the Joker is an amazing film. So.
Fun fact, I've only seen one scene from that movie, It, the opening scene with Georgie Boy.
You need to watch that movie.
I should. Okay. Maybe on here I'll react to it one day. We'll see. Todd Phillips confirmed on June 7, 2022 that the film's initial script is completed, posting a photo of Joaquin Phoenix reading the screenplay. It was also confirmed that co-writer Scott Silver is returning for this film.
Okay.
Boy, that's trivia. Like Joaquin Phoenix in both Joker films, Lady Gaga went full method acting for her performance. She insisted that the cast and crew to only call her Lee throughout filming. Cinematographer for each Joker film, Lawrence Sher, was quoted saying, "I never even met the real Lady Gaga on set. I didn't know her at all."
Love that.
Yeah. The film's release will mark the 5th anniversary of the first Joker film. Okay. When Lee breaks the glass of the shop to steal a TV monitor, she wears the same hat that Arthur wore at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, cool.
Didn't even notice that.
I like that.
A scene from the filming leaked on social media was shown Lee Quinzel walking to the courthouse in her Harley Quinn disguise, being disturbed by a woman between the rioters outside it who screams to her that she will end in hell with Lee kissing her. By surprise, the scene never appears in the film. This film was not screened for test audiences.
Oh.
That's it. Surprising.
Okay.
Let's go to some spoilers because the interest here is waning, but let's see. Okay, we got some spoilers there. While Lee starts as a psychiatric inmate instead of a therapist like other Harley original incarnations, she's revealed to have a degree in psychiatry. Yeah, we mentioned that throughout the reaction. Much like his comic book counterpart, Harvey Dent suffers facial injuries in a courtroom, albeit due to a bombing in this case rather than an acid attack in the comics. Yep. Okay. Todd Phillips defended the ending by saying the first film is called Joker. It's not called The Joker. It's called Joker. And the first film under the script always said an origin story, never said the origin story. It was this idea that maybe this isn't the Joker. Maybe this is the inspiration for the Joker. Okay. I guess
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that makes me feel a little bit
All right.
better. The first song that Lee and Arthur sing together in the prison is Judy Garland's Get Happy from the movie Summer Stock, which came out in 1950. Happy was Arthur's nickname given by his mother, Penny Fleck, in the first film. Let's just do, what do you think, one more?
One more.
At the ending of Joker 2019, Arthur is interviewed by a black female psychiatrist who is apparently killed off screen because after the interview, Arthur is seen walking out of the room leaving bloody footprints with his shoes. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
This theoretical murder is never mentioned in the sequel, nor is the psychiatrist. Arthur has to stand trial for 5 murders, 3 men in the subway, Randall, Klein, Manhofer, and Murray Franklin, and the psychiatrist is not one of them. So it can be assumed that her death at the end of the first film only happened in Arthur's fantasy and mind. That makes sense.
I
yeah.
like that trivia.
Yeah.
The rest of them didn't seem like trivia.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of that was just more like, hey, the Joaquin Phoenix read the script and this is the guy writing. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, Tara, any final thoughts about Joker Folie Á Deux?
No, I just think if the songs were more like, I don't know, stuff that I would see in Moulin Rouge or even what was The Greatest Showman. I love those songs. Like, I like the songs in Chicago or like, I don't know. That's like more my vibe. And I know you just watched that. And that may just be a personal choice. These songs just seemed really like old school. And it was like really only when they tapped into like Lady Gaga's like her voice when she's on the piano that I really was like, ooh, I love this. And if it was like that the whole time, I might have just felt really elated. And if Joaquin Phoenix could really like, he belted a few times. I was like, wow, okay, cool. And his voice goes really low at a certain points. So I totally give him props. I wanted the songs to hit me a little bit more, but that's all right. I still really like the film. I'm obsessed with their chemistry. And if the acting and the chemistry wasn't there, I wouldn't have loved it. But every single scene, it was just like they're doing a great job, I believe, everybody, and that's what matters to me.
Agreed. I think that was the strongest point for me. That one song that she sang, and then also the chemistry, the acting, and that one scene with Gary. I really like that scene a lot. It really stands out in my mind. And if we're going to go really quickly, if we're going to go the comparative route, I know it's recency bias, but I mean, I like the first film better. But again, I still had a good time watching this one. Yeah. Guys, let us know in the comments section. Have you had a chance to rewatch Joker Folie Á Deux? What do you think? Is it as bad as you remember the first time, or did you like it? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. If there's other films like Joker Folie Á Deux that you'd like Tara, myself, and other members of the team to react to, let us know in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. If you're still here, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And we will catch you guys later.
Super sexy patrons of the month. We didn't forget about you. You are our fun-sized treats this Halloween, and we're going to go through. We're having a Halloween party, and y'all are showing up there, and we're going to rattle off what all your cool, lovely, elaborate costumes are, starting with...
So we got us a few stragglers squeezing into the party at the end of the month here, so, you know, you're going to see me popping in here every once in a while to fill in the blanks, but first off, kicking the party off right is Dylan Jagger, dressed as the combination of Dylan McDermott and Keith Richards to serenade us with some Halloween jams.
Daniel F., who is dressed as a big letter F.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Would love to see that. And then next that walks in holding hands with Daniel F. is Tiarn Bond.
Ooh, cool.
Who is dressed like the frog from Princess and the Frog.
Oh, fun. And then in comes Liam Lewis Jr. dressed as Liam Neeson from Phantom Menace.
Oh, that is so cool.
Let's go.
We'll check out Lane Papp's costume. Who is the son of Barbie and Ken, named Ben.
Ben. Absolutely. And in walks Ben. Also dressed as the son of Barbie and Ken, and it gets real awkward because they didn't coordinate this, and now they're the only two Bens.
So awkward, but oh shoot, you can't compete. It's hard to compete with Ryan Lindsay's costume.
Dude, don't even start.
Who's just a giant erection.
That's
right.
right.
Just the outfit they have.
Yeah,
it just inflates.
It is.
It just inflates, and that's it.
Well, we can tag one in this video, probably even. And you know what complements that is Jackson Ryan comes in as a large thimble.
Whoa.
Wow.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff.
Not as crazy as Joe Smith,
who
really puts a damper on the mood when they show up as a Nazi.
Oh, no. That's just mean to do to a party.
It's really mean, especially considering the neighborhood they're in.
Which we will find out more about.
We will learn at the end of this story.
When Anthony Donato shows up in his Donatello costume.
Creepy.
Totally creepy.
$2,000 this month.
Oh, yeah, with a real turtle shell that he sourced unethically.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa. but you would not believe what Stardust and Madness
Oh,
is
no,
wearing
what-
today.
what does
They
Stardust do?
They are the DVD cover of Stardust.
Yes, I love that.
That's all. They're just a giant DVD cover.
Definitely got Matthew McFadden's face on there, or whoever is in that movie.
Charlie Cox,
Robert De Niro,
Michelle Pfeiffer, Mark Strong,
that bear. Yeah, definitely.
I haven't seen the movie, but I know all
haven't
these things.
Too. Matthew Vaughn directed it, and Matthew Arms shows up dressed as Matthew Vaughn.
Whoa!
Wow,
Glasses and the
that's
hat
right,
and everything.
Glasses and the hat, and he has the Argyle bag with the cat inside.
Crazy.
Next, we got Donna Marriott sneaking in the side door, dressed as every member of the Donnas after a stay in the Paris, the Hilton Embassy Suites.
Well, you should see what Avi Gosai is wearing. Talk about an attention whore.
Wow.
Because Avi is dressed like Avi Arad,
Oh,
runner of
no.
Sony Spider-Verse.
And he's greenlighting pictures
Greenlighting
left
all
and
kinds
right.
of terrible movies.
Oh.
And everyone knows what Avi Arad looks like. They haven't just heard the name. They all know. It's instant recognition.
Everyone's like, oh, I was thinking of dressing as Avi Arad. That's what
crazy.
Kevin Meek said when he came in, but then he was like, I'm
Sure.
dressing as Amy Pascal instead. Got to get all of our Sony executives at the
Creepy.
party.
Creepy.
But we love a gender bent costume. You
Speaking of gender bent, Zen Science shows up as grass.
Yeah.
Just big flat grass.
And invites everyone to touch
and step
throughout
on
the
her.
night.
Yeah. It's kind of
just grounding.
Kind of a horny costume.
It's a horny
grass
grounding
costume.
It's a
horny grass costume.
That's absolutely. And Navdeep Sidhu came as a lawnmower, so they're leaving together. I would assume.
Ooh,
Look
that's
out
hot.
now, yeah.
Well, you should see what Heather Gear shows up
What
as.
do you got, Heather Gear?
She shows up as a squirrel with a ninja background.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Full story and everything. Wrote an entire novel that she's handing out to everyone.
Oh, I'm gonna read a copy with Kayla the King.
Oh, that
who
sounds
is
fun.
dressed as King Batch, the internet personality
TikTok
turned
guy.
actor, the
Yeah.
TikTok
Yeah, he's
guy.
great.
Yeah,
No, he's fantastic.
and that's a great costume. Love King Batch for sure.
I mean, Olivia Hamlin, you should see this guy's costume.
Yes.
Because he is dressed as Marlon Brando.
Love that.
From later on in his life.
Yep. He's dressed as Dr. Moreau.
Off-putting
Brand.
Marlon Brando. And he is just not cooperating with the rest of the party.
No, he's driving people away from the party.
No, yeah, he just really is doing his own thing and doesn't look that engaged.
But it's okay because here comes Kira dressed as not Keira Knightley. I don't want to go for that. I want to be more original with your costume, Kira, which means you are dressed as Kira Sedgwick, Davy Jones. Davy Jones, but if played by Kira Sedgwick,
That is nuts.
who you're gonna be.
Well, if you thought that was
Oh,
crazy,
no, what?
You should see Juan Longoria.
Crazier?
Who shows up to the party dressed as none other than the much beloved J.K. Rowling.
Wow, now's the time.
Now's the time. Who
Yes.
is upset at everyone's costumes because no one is really
No
those
one's dressed
things
as their
that
right
they're
gender.
presenting
No one
themselves
dressed
to be.
as the right
You
gender.
send them in, just lecturing everyone.
And just
really
won't stop
in
talking
character.
about it, and you're like, I get it, you're here. Could you talk about anything else for like 10 minutes, please, God?
But
Like,
really,
do you think
it's
about anything
just
else?
the character.
Like, at this point, I'm less concerned with what you think and more about the fact that that's all you think about. It's
crazy.
Anyway, it's okay because Cliff Rodriguez is here to save the day with his Robert Rodriguez costume because
he's got the hat and glasses.
He's got the hat and glasses on. He's got his guitar and he's also cooking something and has a camera strapped to his back and is giving blood at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's also giving out DVD copies of like all the films he did everything on himself that he made.
Well, Lorenzo Baxter really just wanted to create some controversy, so he showed up as a cancer patient.
Yeah, let's go.
With IV
Funny.
drips and everything.
Yes. Very clever
and
costume.
It's really uncomfortable because some people there have lost family members to cancer. And it's like, dude, it's just learn to laugh, make a joke out of everything. That's Lorenzo,
past
not
it.
me. Not me.
That's
Lorenzo.
right. That's
Lorenzo,
right.
and
Lorenzo.
Your disgusting
You're not getting invited
sense
back
of humor.
to the party
Repulsive
next
sense
year,
of humor, you sick
Lorenzo.
bastard.
Roaring Ugly comes dressed as a pair of Ugg boots with lion faces on them.
But differently sane, it's okay because after all the, I feel like the most recent wave of party guests have been a little rambunctious, and differently sane is here dressed as a completely normal person. Wow. Just like total
Bold.
Dilbert vibes, just like, yeah.
Bold,
yeah. Just like, button down shirt, some nice, slacks.
It's funny because Marco Tunstall had the same idea. He's dressed like how he is at home. He's just naked. Marco Tunstall just shows up naked.
Yeah, he's the invisible man.
And people are like, wow, that looks so real. And
Can I touch
that's
it? Oh,
real.
no. Whoops.
You're really naked right now.
I didn't mean to. Well,
It's a great costume.
I wish I was
He's
as
a nudist.
liberated as you are. And thank you. We
He's
are
a
welcoming
nudist.
of all kinds here, including nudists. And also, hey, Simply Faded.
Yep, that's Simply Faded.
As shown up in the most complicated costume.
What is the complicated costume?
possible.
What is it?
Simply Faded.
What is it?
Get this.
I'm
right.
listening. I'm right here with you, man.
They built their Krang, right? And they built a total giant body around their own head. So
Crazy.
their Krang costume has to be like 13 feet tall to accommodate the proportions that would allow you to put your head in the belly and also walk on 2 feet.
Oh, if you think that's crazy.
Pretty great costume.
You should see what SJ94 is dressed as.
Let's hear it.
A scalped person.
Wow.
Yeah,
Violent.
they really scalp themselves.
The
brain
dedication
exposed
to the
and everything.
costume.
It
That's
is,
a little bit. That's a yeah.
It is disturbing.
That's the deluxe scalping.
But it's
absolutely.
Halloween.
It's Halloween, and
what's more fun than a scalping?
Exactly. Plus, SJ takes like the lid of their cranium and is able to stick a little piece of fun size candy inside, so they can pull it off. And be like, would you like some candy?
That is so hilarious.
Absolutely,
I
is.
love that. I cannot wait to have a Twizzlers.
Yeah, absolute vodka. A Twizzlers?
That's a fart. Yeah,
Twizzlers are candy.
They are okay.
I think they might I think you could get Twizzlers on Halloween. I feel like it's happened before. Justin Martin knows what I'm talking about.
Justin Martin totally knows what you're talking
definitely,
about. Definitely, you can tell by his outfit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He comes in dressed as Martin Starr.
Oh, from
Silicon Valley,
Yeah.
but really kind of anything. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're Martin Starr from and then fill in the blank."
Crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Crazy.
Absolutely does.
Goat Nation's rolling 6 friends deep, and they're all dressed as Mr. Tumnus. Half a goat, anyway.
Well, you should see Philip J. Smith Jr.'s outfit.
What is Philip J. Smith Jr. wearing?
He's dressed as Philip J. Smith Sr.
Oh, tribute to the father of
They
the
look
Phillips.
exactly the same.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy.
Yep. He just switched his name tag out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
pretty gnarly.
I think that's pretty crazy. But look out now, because here comes Marjorie.
As what?
Dressed as Homer Simpson.
Oh, crazy.
Yep.
Subverting expectations.
Subverting the expectations.
Damn, never saw that
Everyone
coming.
loves it because we're like, oh my God, I get it. I thought you were going to be. Nah.
Crazy.
Homer.
Well, Jen Smith shows up full blackface as Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yep, definitely does, and we hoped she would.
But it's Halloween. It's funny.
It's allowable and
It's
totally okay.
funny.
It's especially okay.
Dude, she's just hanging out with
on
the scout guy the whole
Halloween.
time.
Yeah,
All right, don't worry
absolutely.
about it.
What more do you want from me? What more do you want from Melanie LeBlanc as she strolls into the party and says to every single person, "How you doing?" Because she actually does embrace people only and always making the Matt LeBlanc connection to her name. She's
That
like,
is
actually, I love that.
so
Never stop. In fact, if you pick any
cool.
other LeBlanc, I will riot.
Well, Cage Uzumaki is going as a Nicolas Cage character.
Yes.
Castor Troy from Face Off.
Let's do it.
But with the John Travolta face.
Oh no!
So he's actually the real. He's going as actual Castor Troy during the time he's wearing the Sean Archer face.
Sean Archer, there you
so
go. I
people are
call
like,
John Spartan.
"Oh,
I was like, no, that's wrong.
You're John Travolta." No, I'm Nicolas Cage wearing John Travolta's face.
That's the one you want to be.
It's really complicated costume. But what made it confusing is he's wearing the outfit that John Travolta wore in Saturday Night Fever. So everyone thinks he's just being him from that movie, but no, he's being Nicolas Cage as Sean Archer.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. We had a good party this year. I think everybody who came, you know, people.
I was outside the whole time. I did not want to talk to.
I did
This
not.
was
My anxiety
overwhelming,
could
and
not
just
handle
blood
this.
and fluids. It was just
And a lot of offensive costumes,
Yeah,
to be
honestly,
honest.
a
lot of real gallows humor.
I don't believe in just canceling everything and everyone, but I get why it's
We can
happening.
cancel, yeah, this
Because
party next
This
year, I
party,
think.
I just walked in
Maybe
and I was
we'll
offended.
just invite a
It was
few
just really
people.
gross. It was a
and,
gross
yeah,
party.
I kind of regret ever celebrating
Yeah.
Halloween now.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Fun size.